There we are. Hey, welcome. All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our special meeting this evening. And at this time, I'd like to call the meeting to order. And if you could all join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Oh, and all right, and Eric's with us. Ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. So today we are still in, today we are holding a virtual meeting. So virtual meeting guidelines and safety protocols are in process. So if you are joining us, please make sure that you are muted, and please refrain from using any video unless you are speaking to the board. This meeting is being recorded at this time. There will be no public comments at tonight's meeting as a special meeting, and that, I believe, is it. I'll read through our vision and mission statement. So our vision is: our community inspires and prepares each student to thrive. And in connection with our community, the Sequim School District empowers staff to inspire hope and provide flexible, innovative learning opportunities in a safe and respectful environment so each student thrives. And the acknowledgement of the land we stand on. The Sequim School District administrative and school buildings sit on the ancestral land of the S'Klallam people. While the S'Klallam traditionally come from one nation, history has led to the formation of three sovereign S'Klallam tribal governments: the Lower Elwha S'Klallam tribe, located in Port Angeles; the Jamestown S'Klallam tribe, located in Sequim, Washington; and the Port Gamble S'Klallam tribe, located in Kingston, Washington. The district's primary partnership is with the Jamestown S'Klallam tribe. Today, the tribe and district share a partnership that includes official consultation on program and funding changes that may directly affect American Indian and Alaska Native students, as well as holistic service planning for students to remain successful in their educational journeys. All right. So on to the meat of what we are here for today. And with that, Dr. Prine, I will turn it over to you.
Thank you. Okay, so this is our back to school plan. I would like to give a big shout out to the entire committee. So Tracy, can you just scroll through that? Right there is our back to school planning committee, and a huge shout out to Megan, who is our creative genius in putting all this together. I don't know if you've had an opportunity, for those of you in the audience, to look at the and I don't know, Tracy, if you can bring it up, but the fillable, if you can pull up that fillable part, this is what I handed over to Megan. And what she created out of that was what you just saw. This, and you can just scroll through really quickly, Tracy, but it talks about all of the different diagnostic systems that we have in place and the things that we'll be doing in the fall and throughout next school year. And this, so I take this to Megan and I say, okay, Megan, we need to make a plan out of this. And Megan, in her infinite creativity and wisdom, says, okay, this is what I need from you. And then this is what I need from these people. And she put together a beautiful plan from that checkoff box sheet. So anyway, we have our strategic plan on there, universal supports for all students, our diagnostic assessments, all those boxes that were checked are there. And then we did a survey with families, and we got some information back from them. And so we've posted all of that. And I'm really excited because the students that were represented were in grades K through 12. So all of our students were represented at some point. Anyway, we went through and again, we talked to everybody about what we were doing and what interventions we were having and what supports we have. This is our equity analysis tool that we will be working on. Megan created, I said, okay, Megan, here's my idea. and she creates my ideas. It's just amazing. And so we have a plan, do, check, and act, and reflect. And it talks about all the pieces we're going to do. The other thing with this equity tool is it is also in our on our website, and it goes through much more detail than that. But pretty much this is it. And then she met with Sonia, and she and Sonia hammered out the ways to keep our students safe, our students and staff safe, and the mitigations we needed to do, and what we would do for contact tracing if we had to utilize our contact tracing, and what the regulations are as far as masks and physical distancing. At this point, things could change over the summer, but as of right now, this is what we have in place. And so we will be sending this plan on tomorrow to OSPI for approval. And we are asking the board to pass a resolution tonight that states that we do have our back to school reopening plan ready to go. So very excited about this plan. A lot of work went into this plan, and a huge shout out to the committee, and again to Megan for her creativity and her creative genius. So questions?
Jim, go ahead, Director Stoffer.
It's thank you. More of a comment. Just yes, thank the staff for this tremendous work. I think back to this time last year when trying to figure out what we were going to do this past fall, and stay within those strict guidelines from not only the county but the state OSPI of how, and to keep everybody safe. And more importantly, it's also working together with our community. So just I'm fully in support of this, and whenever the motion comes up, we'll be prepared to vote in favor of it.
Director Jeffries.
I would just say ditto to what Superintendent Prine was saying, and her team that was put together. We got a pretty magnificent group of people that worked on this, and you know, that team is the team behind the. And looking at that fillable form and then looking at the end product that Megan came, genius is probably the right word. I'm not sure which form to send to the state, because they might steal her away from us, and we don't want that to happen. That's just amazing. One question, I assume we send this into the state, and then the state looks it over and then approves our plan. Is that what happens or not?
My understanding is we send it in and they give us an approval. And then when we have the approval, then about the same time, I believe ESSER 3 funds are released. And so every school district in the state is required to have it to OSPI by June 1st. So we'll be a little bit ahead of the game by turning it in tomorrow. So hopefully there won't be too many other districts that they have to check prior to June 1st. But anyway, so we will be tomorrow. And then if they approve it, or if they send it back and say you need to do this or that, we'll get that done and resent in, and then they give us our ESSER funds, hopefully. So that's regardless of whether you get ESSER funds or not, though, this plan is due on June 1st. So for districts that actually don't get ESSER funds, this is still due on June 1st. For those of us that do, though, we will get our ESSER funds after the plan is approved.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
So Tracy, can you pull the resolution back up, please? Just thank you. So as we see, we have a resolution here basically stating that we have a plan in place that we'll be submitting. So at this time, if I could get a motion, Director Koo?
Yes, sir. I'd like to move to approve the resolution as presented.
Second.
Thank you. We've got a motion and a second. Any further discussion on the resolution or plan?
I couldn't get unmuted earlier, but just kudos to Megan again for her high quality bar she set for this document and the entire team that Jane has assembled for this.
I would add that as well. Just
Yeah.
thank you for the work on this.
Yeah, absolutely. I was looking through all these documents, and I saw that list of all that stuff, and I thought, okay, well, this is interesting, not knowing that that led to what I looked at first, that presentation. So again, amazing job there, Megan. Megan's like 3 feet above the ground right now, but she deserves it. Director Stauffer, do you have something to add?
Just that we're one of the only districts that has their meetings on Monday, and everybody else is following us. So we're our train is leaving the and heading to OSPI now. So
Yeah, awesome. Okay, well, with that said, if no further questions or comments, all those in favor of the resolution for our plan signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All righty. Any opposed, same sign? Okay, well, great.
Hey, Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I noticed. Well, I don't think we have specifically good of the order on the agenda.
You're gonna
But
steal, are you gonna steal my thunder?
could I just say one thing?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe I am stealing your thunder, but I did notice with the conclusion of filing week that we had 2 of our current board members that did not file, and I just wanted to make a specific point of thanking both yourself and Director Koo for your service to the students of SQUIM and the community of SQUIM, and I just wanted to note that, and it's certainly a lot of work, and it's commendable the work that you two have put in. So thank you very much for your service.
Thank you, Eric. So you didn't steal my thunder. I was actually going to state the opposite, that I noticed that we do actually have one of our candidates that has joined us this evening, Rachel Tack. So kudos to her for stepping up and throwing her name in the hat and jumping in the fire and having the courage to enter into an election. So, always good to see those that are willing to do that and joining us this evening. Larry.
Yeah, ditto to what Eric said and ditto to what you said. Glad to see Rachel checking in to find out what she may have signed up for. Also, I noticed this resolution calls for the signature of the school board president and I think the superintendent. That means you don't need us to come in and sign anything. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And I can come by tomorrow morning probably and sign that, Dr. Bryan.
Yay! Thank
Yep.
you.
I have.
Because it's re-signed, it's heading to OSPI.
Okay. Yep. I'll swing by probably in the 9 o'clock range or you can have it at the front after my morning meeting before I head to the office.
Perfect. Will
Yep.
do.
Yep. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay. Anything else for the good of the order? Well, those are the kind of meetings that I like. Everybody, if nothing else, everybody have a pleasant evening tonight, and we'll see you at the next one.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.